Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to another Sword Factor, and today it is Asuna's birthday. So happy birthday to Asuna. We do have her banner, Step Up Asuna's birthday order. You can see that it's a 3-step banner where step 1 you free up, step 2 regular price, step 3 a guaranteed random 4-star Asuna skill. And we also have increased drop rate for the new ones, 1.3 on step 2 and 2% on step 3. And 2 new skill, it is the Burst non-element Rebirth skill, Flash of Fury Asuna, and then we have Axel Pass skill, Creation and Rebirth Asuna. And if you look on the skills, we do have the official English translation, unless you also use the Google translation during the live stream. Both of them works alright. Use that. The Google Translate can have some error or mistake. This one is the official one. So this banner is available till the 9th of October, so you have roughly 9-10 days to decide if you want to follow on Asuna's birthday or not. And the first combination look is the passive, the Creation and Rebirth Asuna. It has combination, Prosper, Hold Front and Frontal Attack. Combination 3, skill power is added 75% when using a switch. So every time you switch you are adding 75%, which is alright, decent. We do have combination 4, which gives you up to 1%, and then combination 5, which gives you up to 150. So you can decide if this is good or not. Combination 3 for me it's like small extra damage, the 25% make a small difference, so it is like fine, but I prefer the 4 or 5, much better. Then you have Prosper 5, gives you 25% attack, which is pretty nice when your HP is above 50%. So you stay below 50%, then you will get more attack. And also you do have this one which does help you to stay above 50%, recover some HP, 5% and 200 flat HP, pretty good. If you activate Axel, you are losing the aggro, minus 3% when attack hits, which can be really useful for GOG or Lamprin, where you have a tank that need to take all the aggro. Then this one gonna help a little bit, so pretty useful I would say. So it's a Rebirth skill, Marisora animation, 35 HP, Frost, 80 second cooltime, 60 switch gate, 49 break gate, not the best. It does 2290% damage, 11 hits single target. Dyna pile buff, non-limit damage, 0.5% per stacking, 5 for 20 seconds. Really good, but we do wish it was on a chain skill. If they release that, please do that. We definitely need that. It has peak descent 3, buff and debuff, on crit rate and crit damage rise by 2% per stack, and you can get up to 198. Trigger debuff that raise damage taken by 0.5% per stack. So this is like the thing you really need, this debuff here. While the debuff to raise your own damage taken is effect, attack power will increase by 150. So if you want to activate this bonus here, you need to have peak descent to help you to activate that. And to activate the burst, you need to do Holy Wind Dark Frost. Holy Dark might be hard. For me, for example, I don't have that good wind or dark skill, but I do have a lot of holy skill that can be really helpful. I don't know what to do. We'll see what kind of work with. First skill cooltime, 66 switch gate and 98 break gate. Not bad. It does 5510% damage, elevating a target. Bonus attack 2000 against enemy with slash element, enemy that weak to frost. Then we have this debuff that I mentioned before. Non-element damage 1% when equipping 2 or more Yuki skin in the same set. So you're gonna need 2 Yuki skin in the set, same with the full burst. And then we have crit damage 1% when your HP is above 75%. Well, to be honest, this one is kind of hard, especially when you're rushing and if you don't have any rush that recover, so you have to rely on pots most of the time, which is pretty hard to be honest, because every time you rush, you are increased it by 30% or more, so you have to use heal pot to recover that, and sometimes the enemy do item seal, so yeah. If this one is like good, bad, depends how you use it. If you are able to crit on the enemy, especially late game, then it's really useful. If you can't, then it's really bad. While the Axel skill is activated, damage done to enemy with to frosting 3%, really useful I would say. Pretty good, more damage, 3% is a lot. If you are building an Axel DPS, maybe it's pretty useful. Flash and Fury, Asuna is a sports skill with higher damage multiplier increase after limb breaking. 5510. We have already seen some skills that have reached over 6000, so that is like more than this thing here, but we do have the bonus that makes it up. So yeah, not bad burst skill. It is like the full burst Rosaria from last year, but the only thing that's different is this one here. This one has crit damage bonus and also the requirement to activate the burst. I believe the full burst will only require like Holy then Frost, but this one require Holy, Wind, Dark, and Frost. Overall, I would say this passive looks alright. I would say pretty hard to use, maybe in late game or maybe in future if they are making an actual DPS set, maybe this one can be good. For now, I would say it is alright. You can use this as your main DPS and you can use any full burst. If you do have the waterfall burst, you can use that then to activate this one. Just a little bit hard because you do need to activate the waterfall burst, which do require water skills, and then this one require Holy, Wind, Dark. So it really depends how you can use it. If you're able to activate the full burst and the burst, then that is good. Other than that, I would say it's gonna be really good synergy with Holy Burst. I would say Holy Burst and maybe Wind Burst, maybe. It really depends on what skill code you have to able to activate both burst and the full burst. So now let's have a look on the other Asuna skill that you get in this banner. For Asuna, she do have many skill cord that you get in her birthday. Like there's so many, I believe it's like close to 200 or maybe less than 200, but more than 100 at least. So you can see there are many skill record, and then we do have free one which not will be included in the banner and limited as well. Asuna do have many limited skills, so if you were looking for any of the skill record that are in the limited, well, too bad you missed it out. You should have been early in time of trying to pull it. We do have 3 skills that are not added yet. This one I believe is still ongoing. The banner is gonna end in October, so the banner is still ongoing. This one just recent ended 25th of September, but I'm unsure if they're gonna be included in the banner. And this one, I am unsure if this one is limited or this one will be included in the banner. We will see. So here you can see I put some skill in the list in category chain, full burst, connect, axle, mod, awakening burst, etc. This is the one I think are good for your account or a really good skill in general, and then the rest they are like usable, decent, bad, useless, trash. Depends how you want to call it, but there are some skills that still usable. It's more like they have been power created by other skills, and that's all. So let's start with the chain skill. Chain skill will always be really good, especially on your DPS. They have really good synergy with full burst, with burst, or any skill that you have max limit broken. They are like really good support skill. This one is probably most wanted skill because it has Big Descent. Big Descent is like a really good buff for Rapier, increasing your crit rate and crit damage, and you can get up to 200 crit rate, crit damage, really useful. And since it's on a chain, this one is really good, and especially some of the full burst do require to have the Peak Descent to get more damage. For example, the Marusaria full burst, this one you need a Peak Descent to able to get the 150 more damage or something like that, a really good one. So that's why a lot of people really want it, but you don't really need it. If you already have some skill that already giving you a Peak Descent, for example, this one gives you Peak Descent, then you don't really need this one. You can use any other chain skill. But this one is like more available. This one in general pool, this one is in free pool as well. Then we have other chain skill. This one is focused on water stacking, wind stacking, dark stacking, dark stacking. So the chain skill are really good here. Full burst, they will always be really good. They're the best skill ever when it comes to damage, DPS, etc. Really good one. This one from last year has been really good. A non-element full burst rapier, really good one. Still really strong, still really useful for GOG and stuff. Also in any endgame content, people still use it. Even on floor 24, even though you can get debuff or non-element debuff, as long as you dodge the debuff, you can still use this one. Really good. And then we have all the full burst, water full burst, wind full burst, fire, dark, and holy. Still really good, still really strong. Then we have some connect skill. We have both support connect and offensive connect. This one is reducing cooldown on your skill. This one reducing cooldown, reducing cooldown, reducing cooldown. These 4 will be always really good. Definitely a skill that you really want to have in your rapier set. And then we have some offensive rapier if you want to deal a little bit more damage. Axe skill, we have really good axe skill. This one probably a lot of people really want. This one is another Peak Descent, definitely a skill you really want if you want to maximize the stacking. Then we have this one increases your attack, flat attack, blaze 4 stacking, so really good one to have in your rapier set. And then we have some water element focus. This is water, earth, dark, and holy, really good ones. Mod skill, We haven't seen that many rapier mod skill being released this year or last year, but they're still strong if you don't have any full burst. But if you do have full burst, use that. Ignore mod skill that are pretty bad, pretty weak compared to full burst. But if you don't have a full burst or a burst, then mod skill is still fine to use. Awakening, we have really good ones that can support your set. This one, peak descent, really nice. This is another peak descent, also really nice. This one increasing your crit damage, also frost weakness, I believe, really good one. Same go for this one. Burst skill, we do have really good burst skill. Mostly the new one, the modern burst skill, they are stronger. This one is pretty weak, this one is pretty weak, but you can still use them. And this one is more like utility. This one, you only mostly use it if you are tanking as a rapier. This one is really good. Or if you want to break enemy that has rapier break or frost break or frost wind break or something like that similar, this one is really good to have. This one has a high break gauge, really good. Support skill is mostly for utility stuff, for scenario or situation. Increasing your switch gate by 50%, really good. 150 switch gate, these are really nice. Same go for paladins, kind of similar, but this one is a little bit better. Then Supreme Assault Asuna, this is mostly if you want to break the enemy, similar to the Angel Asuna. This one is used for breaking. And then we have Father, this is Father for your mod skill, that are really good synergy. For example, this one is really good with the, let's see, this one here, this mod here, non-elemental mod skill. This one is mainly only really good on the non-elemental mod skill, that's all. But then we have some other mod skill that you can use. And then the three last one, this is for mostly if you want to remove enemy D-stack. They are really useful, for example GOG, really useful for GG to remove enemies D-stack. Passive, we have some really strong passive here. We have Power 3, this one is like really popular, especially if you are running a sword build that need Asuna. This is a Power 3, gives you a flat 800 attack and also 20% attack if you don't have any ally skill. This one is really good. Then we have another power rise, but this is mostly for fire build only. We have Rapier King, gives you a lot of attack. Full burst Asuna, really good for non-element only, so gonna be really good for this one. Then we have a Powers 4, which is a chain skill as well, so really good in a holy set if you are active in chain. This is mostly focused holy set, really good. For ring, she do have really good rings. This one is focused on stun, this one focused on curse. Then this one is more if you want to reduce enemy bleed damage taking. This one is really good as well. And then we have combination 4, gives you up to 1% skill power on switch, really useful in a chain build if you need that. So yeah, that was all Asuna skill that I wanted to mention. So Asuna do have a lot of skill that you can get, like all of them are some good except for mod. Like I just added them because they're still strong on the paper, but if you have full burst, they use better. Full burst is much better than mod skill. Please, hopefully you don't get a mod skill. Unless you want a collection, that is fine. Now the question is this banner worth to summon on? Well, it really depends what you have and what you need and what type of playstyle you're playing. If you're rapier main, yes, this is definitely worth it because Asuna, mostly Asuna skill are rapier. We do have some spear, mace, and axe, but most of the majority are rapier. So if you're rapier main, Asuna is like the best banner to pull on, unless they make a weapon selection, which will never happen. So this banner is really good if you're rapier main, or if you plan to play rapier, then Asuna's birthday is really good. If you're not playing around rapier, but you're playing other weapon, skip this one, save your Archangel. You can wait for Kirito if you're doing a sword build, or Silka if you're doing dagger, or any other banner if you are maining other weapon. This banner is only good if you plan to use rapier. For example, me, I'm always a rapier main, so this is like a must pull for me. I always need some rapier skill, especially I need the full burst, just to test it out to see if it's strong. Maybe it's really good for late game, who knows. So this is something I really want. For new players, should you pull on this banner? I mean, if you're interested in rapier, sure, just keep in mind, you will have hard time to use the skill. You have 50% chance to get the birthday skill, but if you do get the birth skill, I hope that you can activate, because you need a holy skill. We don't have a free holy skill. You need a wind skill, dark skill, and frost. The requirement is a lot, really hard to use, and you do also need to have a full burst. We don't even have a free full burst for rapier, only for sword. So you have to keep that in mind. It will be really hard. It do require a lot of skill to be able to activate it or synergize it. So keep that in mind if you're a new player and are interested in rapier. I would say, to be honest, if you're unsure if you want to pull on Asuna's birthday or you want to do that, do the free pulls first. Do free pulls first, you to see what Rebirth skill you get. The free pulls will be out in few hours, so wait for the free pulls where they give you a 4-star Asuna skill, and if you do get some really good ones, then you can pull on Asuna's birthday. If you don't and you're not interested in the rapier, you can pretty much skip, save your account gems. So TLDR, only pull on Asuna's birthday if you plan to use rapier, if you plan to build rapier set, if you want to more Asuna skill or you want more rapier skill, then this ban is really good. New players, if you're interested in rapier, you can pull, but if you're unsure, wait a little bit, use the free banner that gives you a 4-star Asuna skill. Otherwise, you can just skip and save your account gem. Keep in mind, it's not guaranteed to get the future, it's a random 4-star Asuna, but you have high chance to get the birthday skill. And not only that, it is kind of hard to activate the bird. You need Holy Wind Dark Frost. Unless you have a second set that have those elements, then you can activate it. But keep in mind, it's pretty hard and it do require some other stuff to be able to play around this rapier or this bird. So that is for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now and bye bye.